Stop paying $3 for one. Today I'm going to show you how to make them yourself. I know what you're thinking, Chef, I don't have time to make a mold. Well, I got you. Who has time to mold their own hash browns? So first I'm going to demonstrate how to do just a small batch. Make yourself 6 hash browns. And then I'm going to show you the meal prep version, 5 pounds of potatoes into a whole tray of hash browns. I'll even show you the cost breakdown so you can see how much money you can actually save. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. So you don't have to make a mold if you don't want to. It's fun for the kids. You can cut this into sheets and then use a cookie cutter, cut into whatever shape you want. Rectangles or squares, triangles, or whatever other shape you can think of. That's what makes it cool. Hope you enjoy this. Alright, now let's try the one with the shortening. Ooh, we're having technical difficulties. We'll have to get back to that part of the video later. For now, speaking of shortening, we need to get that in the pot. But before we peel and shred our potatoes, we want that fat to be between 160 and 190 degrees when we poach our potatoes. We want to make sure it's hot, so that way when we put our potatoes in there, they cook right away. We don't want to have cold shortening and peeled potatoes already shredded. Once your potatoes are peeled and shredded, you want to squeeze out all the excess moisture. I like to use a clean kitchen towel to do this. You really want to squeeze out the moisture. Then you want to put them right in the pot of oil as soon as possible to inhibit them from browning. The potatoes only take about 5 minutes to cook once you have them in the oil. You want to stir them every few moments to keep them cooking evenly and to prevent them from sticking to the bottom and the sides of the pan. Your potatoes are done when the starches start to gelatinize on the outsides of the potato shreds. The potatoes will look translucent and a little bit gummy. You don't want to take it too far because otherwise you'll turn them into mashed potatoes. That's not what we want. We want them to still be separated but completely cooked through. You then want to drain your potatoes and press out all the excess fat. You can then save that for later and reuse it. Then you season your potatoes. I like to use my potato seasoning with just simple salt and pepper is what McDonald's does. If you're interested in my new line of seasonings, the link will be in the description below. Using parchment paper, I like to press the potatoes out into a sheet. You might need to wear gloves for this as it can still be pretty hot. And then I use a spatula to shape it. After that, you want to cover it with parchment, cool it down and chill it until the potatoes set, and then you can cut them into shape. I then refreeze it, then you can break them into sections and freeze them. Once they've been chilled and set, you don't have to refreeze them. However, they're much less delicate and easier to work with once frozen. I still have the mold, and the ovals are cool and all, but I probably won't be making too many oval hash browns when I can make a whole sheet tray of them in no time and not worry about molding individual hash browns. Coming up after this, I'm going to show you how to make a whole sheet tray, and I'm going to cost it for you and show you what you can save. If you love breakfast potatoes as much as I do, hit that subscribe button. That's so good. The potato seasoning really comes out in there. It's really nice. This one's cleaner, flavor-wise. You know, this because the chicken fat just has that little bit of umami to it. Yeah. They're both really good. Hope you try this. Comment, let me know how you got along, and if you need any help or if you got it right, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. This is what 5 pounds, 4 ounces of Idaho potatoes looks like. And here's my setup. I'm about to peel them. I'm super excited about. I'm excited about having all the hash browns. It didn't really take me that long. I ended up with just a little over 10 ounces of scrap. And I peel the potatoes and then I go back through and clean up any ugly spots afterwards. It's much faster. So I finally ended up with 4 pounds, 6 ounces of potatoes. All in all, I started with a little over 5 pounds of potatoes. I ended up with 4 pounds shredded approximately. And so 4 pounds, and then I ended up cutting them into 24 pieces. So 4 pounds of potatoes cut into 24 pieces. Each hash brown patty weighs about 2.7 ounces. For example, McDonald's weighs 60 grams, which is just a touch over 2 ounces. Let's do some math and see what our costs are. Nationwide price of a 5-pound bag of potatoes is about $3. Once cleaned, that bag of potatoes yields about 4 pounds. A large can of Crisco shortening costs about $6, and it takes 1/5 of the can per batch, putting it at about $1.20 cost. It puts our final cost of the entire batch of hash browns at about $4.20. At 24 portions, that's about 18 cents each. I'd say that's pretty good value. The thing is, I actually only paid $1.60 for the 5-pound bag of potatoes because I got them on sale, and I've seen them cheaper. Now I went through and I did all that same math, and that puts the ones that I made at 12 cents each. If you want to pause it, you can see the math on the screen, but that's pretty good at 12 cents a piece. If you live in a more expensive area and you're more like $5 for a 5-pound bag and $8 for a can of shortening, then he puts you at 28 cents a piece, which is still way cheaper than $3. And in that area, you might even be paying more than $3 for a McDonald's hash brown. So you could save even more money. I wanted you to see that last flip because I flipped it a little bit early. Now the potato was still ended up fine, but I just wanted you to see that. Make sure you let it set before you flip it, otherwise you could break it up a little bit. I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribes to my channel. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching this video. Cook with love.